Hello friends from the US, Europe, and around the world. My name is Nguyễn Văn Tưởng, I'm 36 years old, and I'm originally from Hưng Yên province in Vietnam. Today, I want to share a story about a time I faced what felt like an insurmountable wall, a time that taught me profound lessons about our own inner strength, echoing wisdom often shared back in my homeland. Please excuse my spoken English ability. It's not perfect, so I'm using this synthesized voice to help ensure my story is delivered as clearly as possible. I hope you'll understand the meaning I wish to convey. The doctor's words hung in the air, heavy and final. Recovery will be extremely limited, he stated, pointing at the X-rays showing the damage from the accident. There's a limit to what physical therapy can achieve in cases like this. It felt like staring up at an impossibly high, unscalable mountain peak. The prognosis was clear. I would likely never regain full mobility in my leg, impacting my career, my hobbies, my entire way of life. Despair began to set in immediately. The accident itself was sudden, jarring, a reminder of how quickly life can change. But the aftermath, the slow, grinding reality of recovery, became the real test. The initial phase was filled with pain, frustration, and the constant, demoralizing echo of the doctor's words, limited. Physical therapy sessions were agonizingly difficult, progress measured in millimeters, if at all. The drama wasn't just the physical struggle, but the intense mental battle raging within me. Every day felt like facing that mountain again. The limit the doctor spoke of felt like a tangible barrier. The temptation to give in, to accept the prognosis as fate, was immense. Doubt whispered constantly, maybe he's right. Maybe this is it. Why endure the pain for nothing? This was the internal enemy, the part of myself I needed to conquer, the despair, the impatience, the resignation. This was the real fight for victory over myself, chiến thắng chính, mình, as we might say in Vietnamese. Remembering the wisdom passed down through generations back home, that even the highest mountain has a peak, that difficulties have limits, but human potential does not, felt almost like a cruel joke at first. How could my potential be limitless when my own body seemed so broken, so confined by expert opinion? Yet, something within me refused to fully surrender. I decided to cling to three things with every ounce of strength I had: willpower, optimism, and patience. Willpower meant dragging myself to therapy even on days when every fiber of my being screamed no. It meant doing the painful exercises long after the therapist left, pushing just a little further each time, even when tears welled up from the effort. Optimism was harder. It meant consciously fighting the negative thoughts, actively seeking out stories of people who had overcome similar odds, focusing on the tiniest improvements, a slightly better range of motion, a fraction less pain, and celebrating them as major victories. It meant believing in possibility even when evidence seemed scarce. Patience was perhaps the most challenging. Progress was infuriatingly slow. There were weeks, even months, where it felt like nothing changed. Accepting this pace, trusting the process, and not giving up despite the lack of immediate results required a level of perseverance I didn't know I possessed. The suspense was constant. Would today be a good day or a bad day? Would I ever reach the next milestone? The turning point, the climax of this internal battle, wasn't a single dramatic event, but a gradual dawning, punctuated by a small but significant moment. After nearly a year of relentless effort, during a routine therapy session, I performed an exercise, moved my leg in a way that both the therapist and I previously thought impossible according to the initial prognosis. It wasn't a full recovery, not yet, but it was a clear, undeniable breach of the limit that had been set for me. In that moment, seeing the therapist's surprised expression mirrored my own internal shock and elation. I knew the potential wasn't just a hopeful phrase, it was real. I knew that the mountain, however high, could be climbed, step by painful step. I had faced the doubt within myself, the limit imposed by external judgment, and through sheer persistence fueled by a positive mindset and sincere effort, I had begun to overcome it. I had won a crucial victory over my own despair. The rest of the recovery was still long and arduous, but something fundamental had shifted within me. The external difficulties remained, but the internal landscape had changed. I no longer saw a fixed limit, but a challenging path forward. That entire experience profoundly reshaped my understanding of life's challenges. It taught me that while mountains have peaks and difficulties have boundaries, the power within us, our willpower, our capacity for optimism and patience, truly can feel limitless when harnessed. It proved to me that the greatest obstacles often lie within our own minds, in our perceived limitations. By striving for that victory over self, by maintaining a positive outlook and a sincere heart, tu tuong tik kuk, ton tam hong thin, we unlock the potential to conquer challenges that once seemed impossible. This is a truth I carry with me, a reminder from my roots in Hưng Yên, reinforced by hard-won experience, that no matter how high the mountain, the path to the summit begins within.